You know what's a good name to have if you're a Detroit Red Wings player right now? Filip. Filip is the main topic of discussion here in this video, because I just realized this before recording, but we're literally talking about two Filips today, and they're even spelt the same way too, which is kind of funny, but at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is somewhat of a pretty nice coincidence. Today we're talking about Filip Zadina, and we're also talking about Filip Hronek, two Czech hockey players for the Detroit Red Wings, because both of these guys, despite the fact that they are playing in different positions, they're playing on different teams, and they're playing in different circumstances, they're coming off of a multi-goal performance that I think is very noteworthy, and as a result, it is discussed here on the YouTube channel. So, this happened yesterday, earlier on November 11th. Remember November 11th, by the way, it is indeed your Veterans Day and your Remembrance Day over here up in Canada, so we have to take a moment to acknowledge those who have allowed us to live on the North American soil that we do live in today. If you're watching this in North America, if you're watching this from the Czech Republic, hey man, I love your hockey players. They're doing very good things for the Detroit Red Wings. But Filip Zadina started things off here with the Ottawa Hockey Club, getting himself 2 goals in a game against the Bility Grilleberg. The Ottawa Hockey Club ended up winning 3-1, and 2 of the goals were scored by Filip Zadina himself. Now, before we go over the goals themselves, I wanted to talk about, firstly, the actual update, because Filip Zadina has his own Twitter account that he started earlier this year in September. He's followed by the NHL, so he's probably legit. And he legitimately posted about his own game. He posted a gif of the goal that he scored, the first goal of the game, and he was like, darn, a 3-1 win versus Liberec today. Also, 2 goals for me. I can't wait to win with the Red Wings as well. I love this. I love this. When do you see NHL caliber players go out there and promote their own stuff on Twitter? And it's not even just like, oh, you know, like, look at me, I was on the Red Wings story and I'm reposting it onto my story. It's not. Straight up, hey man, we played a game, I scored 2 goals, that's awesome. And here's a gif of me scoring a goal as a Twitter post. That's amazing. I love seeing that out of Filip Zadina, but the goal that he did link, it was the first one that he scored. He ended up taking the puck in after receiving a pass on the right side. He got it, he went towards the net, he just absolutely locked and loaded, ripped it, it was in the net. Eventually, he did score another one, which was a very weird play, I will say that myself. There was a little bit of a scramble, then he went around the net. Eventually, the puck found its way over to where he was. He swiped at it, it went in. 2 goals for Zadina against Bility Grilleberg. It ends up putting him at a total of 4 goals and 1 assist for 5 total points in 3 games played for the Ottawa Hockey Club. Definitely a very nice number to see there. And who knows, if this guy is able to grow himself over a goal-a-game player, which he is right now, and then eventually take even just a fraction of that towards the NHL, where he is very much capable of playing and producing. Who knows if his own claim where he says he's going to start winning with the Red Wings as well will come true sooner rather than later. But for now, I am indeed looking forward to more Zadina updates, not just on the games, but on his own Twitter account as well. If you take a look at it, there actually are a few other really interesting things. He updates himself on injuries. There's a selfie of him where he gives his own health update status, and then there's more pictures of him. 1-1 in OT. Good game, but it's going to be better next time. Like, he's got the game day picture as well. He's got a pretty interesting Twitter account. I'm very intrigued as to seeing what exactly Zadina can do. We already noted this in the previous video, but the guy does do Twitch streams, or at least he did earlier in the offseason, so it's kind of, you know, it's showing itself off to me that Filip Zadina does have somewhat of a fluency when it comes to social media and all that stuff, and I guess it's probably not surprising. The guy is only 20 years old, after all. But let's go over onto the other Filip, the Filip Hronek, who was playing over for Team Czech Republic with the Karjala Cup. He ended up getting 2 points, a goal, and an assist in the 3 games that he played, which is pretty not bad. You know, you love seeing your nice NHL caliber defenders who are indeed in their U24 years going over there to European competition and doing their best. Eventually, though, Hronek ended up getting himself 2 goals for the Hradec Králové Hockey Club for the Czech Republic earlier yesterday as well. This was a game where they ended up winning this one too. Against the Vitkovic's Steel, 3-2 was the final score, so you can tell that Filip Hronek ended up coming away with a big performance. He ended up scoring 2 goals. The first one was him receiving the puck over on the left side. He kind of waits because he's got a lot of room, goes over to the net, fakes the slap shot, then he lowers the stick, grips it, rips it, back of the net. Awesome to see there. Then the second goal that he scored was a very weird play. it's another weird play over here too. He ends up taking the puck, he shoots it towards the goal, it goes off of somebody in front that was a defender of the other team, I'm pretty sure, and then it goes past the goaltender, so, 2 goals, one of them was not really all too nice, but we'll take it anyways. Filip Hronek now, in 7 games played, is up to 9 total points, 4 goals and 5 assists. My gosh. This guy is a half a goal a game defenseman and a legit over point per game defenseman. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. All the years of developing in Grand Rapids and then eventually making the NHL full-time, getting half a point a game with the Red Wings last season, even though he was a minus 38, that seemed to have really developed him properly because now he's going over in his own element, back in his hometown country, doing his thing and absolutely dominating. So I am very, very excited for seeing Filip Hronek. The guy is only 23 years old, so he's got so much room to grow over here. And you all mentioned in the comment section below the last video as well that he could potentially be one of the more underrated defensemen in the entire system. Not just in terms of how he is today, but in terms of what he can be. My gosh, Filip Hronek over here, a lethal, offensively capable D-man who is able to get himself upwards of 40, maybe 50, maybe 55 points in a year in his prime, who knows, but the goal scoring is really coming a long way too. He had 9 goals in 65 games last year with Detroit. This season in the Czech Republic, he's got 4 goals in 7 games. If you add on his Karjala Cup numbers, he's got 5 goals in a total of 10 games. That's half a goal a game. Sure, it's against mostly Czech Republic competition as well as the few international games that Team Czech Republic did play against Sweden, against Russia, and against Finland. Actually, no, not Russia. I meant to say Russia U20 because, yeah, they sent a U20 team over there to the Karjala Cup, and even though they ended up winning, which is not really all too impressive for the other teams because, hey, you guys got bested out by a U20 squad, Filip Hronek still ended up doing his thing. So we'll see how the long-term future goes for Hronek, but the short-term future sees him probably getting himself more points, getting himself more goals, mostly in the same style too, because most of his goals have been him taking it, walking in on the left side, grip it, rip it, back of the net, boom, it's in. And even though you could say, oh, it's repetitive, he scores the same goal every time. Come on, man, look at Ovechkin. Ovechkin does pretty much the same thing from his own spot, and nobody criticizes that guy. I'm not saying that Hronek is Ovechkin in any territory, just saying that the goals being scored from the same part of the ice, it's not a bad thing, that's for sure. And if we eventually see Filip Hronek scoring, I don't know, like 15 goals a year in that spot, hey, I'm not gonna complain, are you? So talk to me in the comments what you think about Filip Hronek, Filip Zadina, 2 Filips, 2 Czechs for the Detroit Red Wings doing their thing over there in the Czech Extraliga and doing their part in goal scoring, because I certainly am very, very happy to see it. Talk to me in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.